And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful Friday, March the 3rd at 5:53 in the morning. How are you doing? So, lies versus competent. What does that mean? Well, let's get into it. You know, I had a discussion with somebody, and I'm a deep thinker, right? And I was thinking to myself, I don't trust this person. And then I started slowing down and thinking about what that word means. And that it wasn't that I didn't trust them, I just don't think they're competent. But I think they're competent in other things. Here's the situation. If you think about the person that you love the most, okay, do you trust them? Now ask yourself this question. Do you trust them to defend you the best if they had a gun and it was a gunfight? You see, trust and competence is something completely different. You may trust that person, but that doesn't mean that they're the most competent person to do that job. You know what I mean? I feel like those little small distinctions matter a whole lot in life, because people routinely use the wrong word. And that's why I'm so precise with words, not with just my comedy, but my writing and stuff. And I believe that when you use the wrong word, they get the wrong interpretation. And it's just like a game of telephone. You mean one thing, you say something else, and you don't get what you intended. Words matter so much, you know? You could go on and on and on for examples. The person that I trust the most is actually the most competent in a particular skill. Okay? How do you trust one person for everything? Again, that's misusing the word. I'm going on a rant, but I have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that you distrust somebody. Okay? You're just thinking the wrong word to yourself. The exact thing that I'm talking about that other people do to other people all the time, I was doing to myself internally in my own thoughts. And I had to correct it. I had to shift the gears. You know what I mean? Because you can trust somebody that you love. That doesn't mean that they're competent or that you trust them to do the best job compared to somebody else that's another friend of yours. Right? If I was in a hole, with somebody in a situation and I had to shoot myself out of it, I wouldn't get someone that isn't trained. I would get one of my army friends to take my back and we would do work. You know what I mean? I wouldn't get somebody that I truly love and care for so affectionately. You wouldn't get a girlfriend, wife, husband, unless they were the person that you thought was the number one. If I could go any number one in any number one scenario, it would definitely be probably one of my best friends. So, hey, hold that thought. It's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of competency. All right? Are they competent to do that? And I feel like the distinction of that word is extremely important. You know, I feel, by the way, I had to get a phone call in the middle of the video. Apologies. But anyway, I was just going to say that I feel like knowing the difference between all of these small distinctions makes a huge difference, not just in the way that you communicate, but the way that you communicate with yourselves when you're having your internal dialogue discussions and stuff like that. Because in the exact way that I truly believe that you can unintentionally, but still misguide someone based off of your poor choice of words, you can also unintentionally potentially misguide yourself and interpret words because you're not using them in your own internal dialogue, in your own internal conversations, right? To misjudge somebody and start to have a bad representation about them based off of, you know, your own words that you're using for yourself, with yourself. I just had to make a post about that because I thought it was pretty fascinating. And then at the conclusion of all of these thoughts, it made me ask another question, which is the next video that I'll do, which is this. Having to do with lies, under what condition would you lie? It's an interesting question. It really is, again and again, because realistically, There's a lot of situations that you might do it, maybe to save someone's life or to maybe not offend somebody or something like that. That doesn't mean that you're doing something bad, okay? Or it could be malicious. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for your time as always. Stay intrigued, stay beautiful. I'm Benja Welldone. Check me out. Peace.